Hey guys, and welcome to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to continue on our ice build theme server. What am I saying? On our ice team build plot. And today we're going to do a structural build, namely we're going to make a house that fits the style of this plot a bit. No, it's not going to be an igloo, it's going to be a proper house with a roof and windows and all that stuff that needs to be done on a house. So without further ado, let's get started. So for the general structure of the house, I'm going to use oak wood and stone stairs. We're going to start with making a layout of the house. So let's put it in the length like this. So this is going to be the front. So one over here and four in between. There we go. And I'm going to have to place one here, and this cake is still here. There we go. Let's just do it like this. We're going to let 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One like this. All the way around, and just make it symmetrical with the other side. There we go, that is going to be the basic layout of our house. I'm going to make these, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be right. Yes, this is the right combination. I'm going to make the beams like this, all the way around, and in the corners, we're just going to do this. Right, so I'm going to do the entire thing, and then I'll be right back. Alright, the entire house frame is done for the lower part. Oops, missed the block there. But for the second part, we're going to make it a bit wider. So instead of extending the beams here, we're going to add stone stairs like this to all the sides. This way, we can make the second floor wider, and we have more space for rooms. So this is the last part to delete. There we go. And for the second floor, we're going to add the beams on the stone stairs like this. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4 high, and on the fifth one a beam. And now we're going to extend the beam for sure. And the same here. There we go. Same here. Extend it like this. And we're just gonna go all the way around again. Alright, the entire frame is done. I moved the house a bit because we are going to be short on space here. And I have to replace this block here I missed. There we go. Alright, so that is the frame done. I think you can already see a bit the shape of the house in it. Alright, first floor we are going to use stone bricks or stone for the wall. And for the second floor we are going to use wood. So first of all, let's get our stone bricks. I'm going to use, just going to take everything in my inventory. And the stairs as well, here they are. So we're going to start off with making sure that we have enough space for windows. So if I want to put a window here, let's just use black stained glass. This is going to be the window, so this is right in the center. And I'm going to add this stairs over here just to make a little bit more depth into that build. And here we're just going to make the entire thing. Oh, this is weird, with snow flowing around. It's going to make it like this. And we're going to add, where is it? Cobblestone. And cobblestone slabs. There we go. To this side, we're just going to add the floor in afterwards. Alright, there we go. And for the ground floor, going to add bricks like this. Going to make this higher soon so that it doesn't float on the ground. And for the windows, we're going to add trapdoors. So it looks like blinds for the windows. Alright, that is one part of the windows done. And I'm going to do the rest of them now. Alright, all the window parts around the house are completely done, except for the decoration, of course, it's going to be later on. And on this side I made the doors. Notice that I placed the doors at the inside of the house to gain a little bit more depth. If the houses would be on the outside, this would look quite flat and less attractive. So if you put them on the inside... And whoa! We have an invisible door here. That is weird. Well, anyways, when you put it on the inside of the house, it gives a little bit more depth, so that adds a layer to the building. So as for decoration, we're going to use cobblestone walls and fences. We're going to place those on the side locks. Just put 2 fences in the middle and 2 cobblestone walls at the end, which provides a little bit extra decoration. You shouldn't really pay attention to the fact that this only touches half of the stairs. That doesn't really matter. So if you put that everywhere around, it gives a nice little effect to the entire build. So if I show it on one side, you'll see that it adds quite a lot to the building. See, there we go. That is already much better. For some extra decoration on the door, we're going to use item frames with a trapdoor in them and a torch on the wall so that it looks like a placeholder for the torch. And when we go into nighttime, we see that it's a nice little glow effect, and the snow doesn't melt on the surface, so that's perfect. If you do this in survival, the snow will probably melt, so watch out for that. For the second floor, we have an extra layer of wooden logs to work with, so we're going to make use of that. To start off, we're going to make the frame of our window. It's going to be all full blocks of wood. You can choose whatever wood type you want, but I just use regular wood now because it fits. We're going to add the windows and the trapdoors. If you don't want to use trapdoors, you can always use ladders. They'll also look quite good on stuff like that. For the bottom part, we're going to add 2 stairs here and 2 slabs like a balcony, so you can put flower pots on that. And for the top, we're just going to add slabs like this, just as we did here, but the other way around. And to connect the 2 parts, we're going to add cobblestone slabs here. That makes the building looks a bit more sturdy, and it gives an extra dimension to the space in between, so it's not too empty. So once again, I'm going to add this all the way around and be right back. Windows on the second floor have been added, and of course we're going to add some decoration first. So we're going to start off with some buttons. We can add some on the sides here, but basically we just put buttons on all the logs that show. So on the top as well, on the bottom the other ones are in the ground, so we're not going to see those. And we're not going to do these 2 because these are going to change later on. Right, so we're going to add buttons everywhere. There we go. And for the decoration on the log beams, we're just going to add 1 cobblestone wall and 1 fence and nothing more. If you want to add it down, it doesn't really look good like this, doesn't support on anything. And if you put a slab here, it's just a bit too much of it. So we're just going to add 1 cobblestone wall and 1 cobblestone fence, 1 wooden fence on all the sides. Alright, that's done. And if you notice, the fences here are a bit longer to get, once again, more variation. Alright, next what I'm going to do is we're going to fill in these gaps because honestly they look quite ugly. What we're going to use is stone stairs. There we go. I'm going to place them like this and like this. And we're going to have to add 1 more log here. And 2 spaces in between. There we go. Gonna put fences like this. And on the inside I'm going to make sure I can put a beam like this and put it up all the way here. So that is closed off. Oh, there's a fence missing here. There we go. And on the top we're going to add a glowstone light. So if we take that and we just shove it in here, 1 higher. Gonna have to fill it up again. There we go. And this part is gonna be not viewable later on. And on the bottom we're going to add a trapdoor. There we go. That is the top part. So after 2 hours the server is finally back up again so I can continue my building. So for the lower part, I like to keep it simple, but honestly you can choose whatever you want. I just like to fill up the corner a bit with some glowstone for some extra light. So I just put stone bricks, glowstone with trapdoors, and a stone slab on top. And for the top I just add a cobblestone slab and a fence, and that's it. It's really nothing more to do about that. So once again I'm going to do the 4 corners and see you in a few seconds. So this is looking pretty good actually. We have the lower part on the second floor done. Of course no interior, that's for later on. But yeah, looking pretty good. Let's move on to the roof. So for the roof we're going to use a different wood type. I'm going to use dark oak wood, but spruce wood also works well. I would not suggest using any other sort because they look quite weird, but those 2 look just fine when you add them to the roof. So let me just get all the blocks I need. The spruce wood, the dark wood oak stairs, there we go. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna expand these log beams a bit, just to see how far you have to go. And I always like to start with my roof on this side, so I'm just going to put slabs like this and go all the way here, so I can come a bit equal with this part. And I'm just gonna start build up, so I'm gonna add a stair here first, another stair, stair, block, stair, stair, block, block, stair. And every time I add 1 more block, so that gives a little bit of a pattern. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Just gonna add the stairs here. Place 1 stair upside down, 1 next to it, 1 upside down, 1 block, stair like this, 2 blocks. I'm just gonna keep going until those two meet in the middle. So 3 blocks, 3 blocks, stair, stair. For the last part I'm going to keep it low because that's just the top part. And that is going to be the general shape of our roof. Because we're gonna have to add a bit more here. So we're gonna add it like this. And finally like this. You can also go for this. Looks a bit better. So we're gonna do the same here. And like this and like that. There we go, that is the shape of our roof. Looks a bit like a penis, but that's fine. Alright, let's get the whole roof done. Alright, the roof is done. Well, except for the details of course, but that's going to be for the next episode. Finally, we're going to add the last floor, the 3rd floor and the attic. So for the 3rd floor I'm not going to use wood or stone, I'm going to use wool for my foundation. So when I put wool here, I'm going to make a square all around, like this. Let's get on the outside, put glass in between, put trapdoors on the side, wooden stairs and wooden slabs like this, and over here some cobblestone slabs. And there we go, that is the 3rd floor room done. Of course we're gonna add some more decorations like simple fence here. And we can add another layer of cobblestone if you want here. And for the top floor we're just going to use spruce wood. And we're going to close this off entirely so we are sure it's completely sealed. There we go. And now we just have to finish this thing off. So if I add some planks here and some stairs like this, and then we add blocks here and stairs like this, and then we can add iron bars. There we go, that is the top part finished. Alright, that is one side of the house done. Let me quickly do the other side. Alright, this is the outer part of the house completely done. Next episode is gonna be interior, and whoops, there is a mistake here. I forgot to add this apparently. This has to be stairs as well. Let's do that on the other side as well. Must have forgotten that. There we go. Now it is correct. So this is an example of a house. There are a lot of variations. I'm gonna show one in a second. So next episode is gonna be interior. But first, let's take a look at the house that I built on the BigBot server. Oops. Alright, that works. Alright, let's get to the house. I built this house in Atris first, but it actually looks pretty good in default pack as well. The TNT is of course otherwise in Atris. But yeah, this is an example of a house I would have built on a bigger plot in Atris, so you can see the log beams extend. This part is closed off. And the windows with the blinds and iron bars down there as a cellar, and the roof is a bit of the same shape but a bit higher. We got 2 more levels in the roof. So yeah, let's just take a look at Atlas because it actually looks pretty good. So this is what the house looks like in Atlas. As you can see, it's quite a difference. The colors come out more, it gives a more medieval look to it, and I think this one looks actually really good. If we go to the smallplot server, we see that it's also, of course, the roof is now very dark because of the wood I used. But you see it gives a completely different dimension to it when I use Atlas texture pack. But yeah, so this was the build. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next video. Bye!